Okay. Sis, are we good?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yes, I can.
Finally.
Finally. Thank you. Thank you. I understand the struggle. I don't know, but
So the
it's all.
your internet is actually really bad.
Is actually really bad. Yes, it is.
Yeah, when we
I've
try
swapped
to
between
join.
two networks and the results seem same. I don't know what is it. Yeah. I think probably, I don't know. They have a connection that they are sharing the same terrible output to us on this axis, but I think even if it's just 20-30 minutes, people get to listen to you. I'm very sure they will learn a thing or two. And then I think Prof was on earlier, and then
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe the
I
same
saw
network.
him
Yeah,
for
I saw him for. Oh, thank you very much for coming. And then it's always an honor to speak with you. Thank you very much. Once again, happy International Women's Day.
Same to you too.
Thank you. So, I think it's before we go into the conversation, some persons might just be meeting you for the first time. Who is she? And then you probably want to get to know. The floor is yours. We'll get to meet you. Thank you very much, Rolo.
Okay, so thank you, Amina.
My name is Paula.
And I'm a feminist lawyer and in Nigeria. I also do a non-profit organization. Women Safe House, Sustenance in the And through this, I have tried to advance women's rights, but most especially in helping prevent violence against women and protecting women in local communities.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. The theme for the International Women's Day says accelerating change. Now, like as I was trying to put together before the network thing and then the glitches, I was asking this question. Okay, we're speaking of change now. To the layman or to the laywoman out there, they probably think, okay, were they even doing something before? What was it that they were doing before? And they're probably looking at, where's this change thing coming from? So, can you help us break this theme down to the layman's understanding, accelerating change? What does that connote to us as a woman or as gender advocates?
Okay, so I'll start. First by addressing the word you just used, layman. So we don't have laymen. You can say, if you want to use that,
the basic understanding. You're right.
Yes, absolutely.
So to the basic understanding, what is it?
Yes. So I'm getting ready. I'm starting from there because language, for instance, is one of the ways that people project the idea that the world is only ruled or owned by men. And this has led action over time. People have acted in different ways. Have been discriminating for women. That has excluded women. And so when for this year, I thought to myself, we need to first review what actions we have done before we begin to accelerate those actions. I think maybe I missed a step we had a pre and then start, So what does this mean? What does accelerated action basically? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Before we get into
Before we get
accelerated
into
action, what are the actions that are being
what are the
done
actions that are
already
being done already
around women's rights, around
around women's
women
rights,
in
around
general?
women in
How
general?
conscious are
How
people of
conscious are
the
people of
struggles
the
that women have to
struggles
face
women
when it
have
comes to women's rights?
when it comes to
When
women's
it
rights?
comes to
When it
women
comes
living
to
without
women
fear, without
living without
discrimination,
fear,
without
without discrimination,
stigmatization,
without
either in their
stigmatization,
communities.
either in their
How conscious
communities.
are people of
How
that?
conscious are people of that?
And so when we begin to
And so
have
when we begin
conversation
to
around this,
have
we see
conversation
that
around
for
this, we
us
see
to
that for us
accelerate
to
our action, we
accelerate
must be
our
doing the
action,
right
we must be
thing. We
doing the
must be
right
carrying
thing.
out the
We
right
must be carrying
action
out the right
for us to be able
action
to
for
push
us to
that
be able
further.
to push that further.
So I'm just going to say that
So
at
I'm
this
just going
point,
to
because
say
I
that
know it
at
has
this point,
more things
because
to
I
say
know we have
as we go
more things to
along,
say
but I'm just
as
going
we
to
go
say that at
along,
this
but I'm
point,
going to say that at
this
this
is a
point,
time of the year
this
when
is
we
a
should
time of the year when we
be
should
reviewing
be
what we have
reviewing
been doing so far
what we
around
have been doing
supporting
so far
women,
around
women's
supporting
rights in general,
women's rights in
in
general, in
every
every
phase, at every
phase,
level.
at
So
every
I'm saying
level.
from the
So
family
I'm saying
level
from the
to
family level
community
to community
level to
level
um,
to
political, holding political positions in
holding political
government,
positions in government,
um, to even
um,
women in the
to even
corporate
women
world.
in the
In
corporate world.
every
In
area, what
every
actions
area,
are people
what
doing to
actions
support
are people doing to
women's
support
rights
women's
and to
rights
support women's
and to support
advancement?
women's
So
advancement?
we'll probably talk
So
about
we'll
those
probably
actions as
talk
we go
about those
along now.
actions that we go along now.
But those are the things I think we need to
But those are
review
the things I think we need to review
if we need to accelerate.
if we need to accelerate.
Yes, I think I was trying to pull that because I think when you said you are trying to change something or do something differently, there would be a way you've been doing it or the approach or the method of doing that certain thing before. So, can you let us into this thing that has been done or was done, or the approach that was used or has been in use to address violence against women in time past? Because our own team were looking at the novel ways. So if we're looking at the new ways to address this issue, then we should be able to talk about things that we've been doing differently before now.
Okay, so when we look at violence
Okay, so
against
when we look
women,
at violence against women,
we look at
we
a
look
number
at
of things,
a
right?
number of things, right?
We look at what the
We look at what the
policies are saying around violence
policies
against
are
women,
saying
how
around violence against women, how
actively preventing violence against
actively
women,
preventing violence
or
against women,
creating
or
positive
creating
measures for
positive
perpetrators of
measures for
violence.
perpetrators of violence.
We look at
We
that, of course.
look at that, of
Um,
course. Um,
but we also look at
But we also
the
look at
community
the
mindset
community
around violence against
mindset
women.
around violence against
How have
women.
we moved
How
from
have
where we used
we
to
moved
be
from where we used to
to
be
where we are?
to where we are?
Has anything changed?
Has anything
We
changed?
certainly have to look at that.
Sometimes you have to look at that.
Um, and
Um,
also, I
and
said we look at
also, I
policies,
said
but
we
we
look
also
at
look
policies,
at the
but we also look
implementation of those
at the
policies. How
implementation of those
easy
policies,
has
how
the
easy
implementation of those
has the
policies
implementation of
been
those policies been
in preventing violence
in
against women
preventing
or
violence
in
against
addressing
women or in
violence
addressing
against women?
violence against
And so I'm
women.
just going to touch on all of
And I'm
those
just going to touch on
things
all
that
of
you
those
mentioned now.
things that you mentioned
One
now.
of which will
One
be,
of which will
I
be
probably like to start with
probably let's start with
community mindset
community
of
mindset of
people when we talk about violence
people
against
when we talk
women.
about violence against
The idea of
the idea of
women's rights
rights
alone is
alone is
infuriating for a
infuriating
lot
for
of
a
people
lot of
in a
people
lot of places.
in a lot of places.
And people don't want to hear women's
People don't want
rights.
to hear women's rights.
Absolutely.
If you why are you
If you
fighting for your right,
are you fighting for
women
your rights,
don't have any rights.
you don't have any
Correct?
rights.
Some even said women do not even have rights.
Yes, because you see, this
Yes, because you see,
conversation is
this
so important
conversation is
because
so
people still
important
don't
because people still
understand
don't understand
what the
what
struggle is
the
about.
struggle is about.
every time you hear women's rights, and I'm of course linking this to gender-based violence, you hear about women's rights within the context of a woman being married. You hear women's rights in the context of her being in a home. People cannot view a woman without thinking about her in that context. So you're not thinking about how a woman can exercise this within and outside the home. And so as long as we keep bringing women back to this traditional concept of what we expect women to be, it continues to be a problem. Mindset of people in the community will not change because people will continue to see women in that light. And let me break it down further. You say that a woman has experienced sexual violence or domestic violence or economic violence. People are asking, what did she do? How did she get to that point? Did she do something against her husband? Asking them, what if she doesn't do the husband? Right? What if she's experiencing violence simply because she's a human being? We must come to the realization of the fact that women are first human beings. And so a violation of a